Hey y'all, welcome back to A Moment with Miranda, where we take a few moments to reset, reflect, and remind ourselves that we are absolutely always enough. Today I want to talk about something that many of us struggle with, whether we realize it or not, and that is imposter syndrome. It's that nagging feeling that you're just not good enough, that you don't belong in the room, or that you're not as capable as everyone thinks you are. And let's be honest, when you've got big hurdles to overcome and you're surrounded by people who seem to doubt you, it's so easy to fall into the pattern of doubting yourself. Sometimes it feels like the easiest thing in the world to say, I can't do this. But here's the truth. Those words are banned in my house, and we are often our own worst enemies. And that is a problem. We talk about the haters, the naysayers, and the people who doubt us, but sometimes the biggest hater we need to face is the one staring back at us in that little mirror over there. We compare ourselves to others, we set impossible standards, and when we inevitably don't measure up to those unrealistic expectations, we tell ourselves that we are not enough. It's a cycle that's so easy to fall into. But it's one that can keep us stuck if we let it. And we can't do that. That is the one time that we can use the word I can't. We cannot let imposter syndrome win. Imposter syndrome can make it even harder to break free from this cycle. It feeds into those doubts, whispering, you're not ready for this. What if everyone realizes you're just such a fraud? But here's the thing, it's normal to feel like that sometimes. What's not normal is letting those thoughts control your actions and stop you from moving forward. Confidence isn't about never feeling doubt. It's about not letting that doubt stop you. It's about looking that doubt in the face and saying, I'm gonna do this anyway, and I can. Watch me. Hold my beer. But if you're sober like me, is hold my Kool-Aid. One of the most important lessons I've learned is this. It doesn't have to be perfect to be successful. I want you to let that sink in just for 1 minute. So often we think that we have to get everything just right before we can call it a win. But the truth is, progress, it's messy. Sometimes extremely messy. Success is just messy. And that's okay. What matters is showing up, giving it your all, and trusting that you belong in the space that you're in. Even when it doesn't feel perfect. Because the fact of the matter is nothing is perfect. And it never will be. That is a ridiculous standard. Think about it. What if the greatest hurdle isn't the challenge that's in front of you, but the story you're telling yourself about why you can't overcome it? What if you stopped being your own biggest critic and started being your own biggest cheerleader instead? What if, instead of saying, I can't do this, you said, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna grow, and no matter what the outcome is, I'm gonna be happy with it? Because here's the deal. When you don't have those expectations, it leaves room for you not to be disappointed. It leaves room for you to grow and to grow into whatever it's supposed to be. I know it isn't easy. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that confidence is something that you can just snap your fingers and it happens overnight. It takes a lot of work, a crap ton of work, and practice. Practice makes perfect. Just kidding. Practice makes better. But it starts with one simple thing, and that is self-compassion. Start giving yourself the same grace and encouragement that you'd give a friend who's struggling. You're not going to tell your friend over there that is literally having the worst day of their life That's just what they deserve. Oh my gosh, they should have never tried in the first place. No. You're going to sit over there and you're going to pump them up and you're going to say, "You got this, dude. Get yourself up. You are like the best person for the job." You're going to give them a pep talk and start recognizing the effort that you're putting in. Even when the results are not perfect, that effort is there and you need to recognize it. Start reminding yourself that success is not about flawlessness. It's about showing up. It's about learning. It's about growing. And sometimes it's so hard, but literally, it is a process. So, if you're listening to this and feeling like you just don't belong or like you're not good enough, I want you to hear this. And I want you to hear it for the people who are in the back. You are enough. You belong in the room. I promise. You're capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. And even when you don't feel ready, you have everything you need to take that next step. Confidence isn't about knowing all the answers. It's about trusting yourself to figure it out as you go. And my dear, you will be successful because you're going to grow. And growing is a huge part of success. Thank you for spending this moment with me. Keep believing in yourself, keep showing up, and reminding yourself that perfection is not the goal. Progress is. And as always, remember, you were always enough, babe. Always. Mwah.